Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we made our way through Rock Tunnel and finally made it to Lavender Town, exploring the newfound Pokemon Tower of Lavender Town and the Kanto region, getting ourselves that experience card that we needed so that we can finally wake up the Snorlax hanging out near Vermilion City. As well as, for the heck of it, picking up the Super Rod so we finally have all 3 fishing rods in game. Glorious. This time, we're not going to engage that Snorlax directly. Instead, we're going to do a bit of a lap around. We're heading west to Route 11, which may seem kind of backwards, but remember, you can do Kanto in any order you want in Generation 2, so I thought, why not? Hey, it's Barry! Hi, Barry! I'll be taking that. Unfortunately, there's no apricorns in this region, so don't worry about any of those if you want to get stuff for Kurt. But there are trainers. This guy is not talking. That's concerning. Psychic? Psychic! I thought so. Yeah, there's a good batch of trainers on this route, and this route actually leads us directly over to, I believe, Saffron City, which is good. Brought in Stark to take point, because why not? Slash it! What else you got? More eggs? Yep. Now, this is, of course, the route directly back to Vermilion City, rather than being the route from Lavender Town straight to Celadon that I'm hoping for. But I figured we should at least give a teaser of what this place is like. One, because we're not going to be doing this for a little bit, so I wanted to give you a preview. And two, they're just good options here. There's no new encounters in this route in particular, but you might be surprised what stuff you could run into. Some routes will have things like Wild Kadabras, which could be a worthwhile late addition to the team if you really want something like that. Because it's a Kadabra, you could do a lot worse. Ow. Bitch. Let me just Swords Dance real fast. Yes, I know you really want to confuse me, that's fine. You're just a dumb palm tree. And slash. Nice. Much better. Good job, Stark. Earn that level up. Nice. And he's still silent. I guess this guy is busy deep in thought about something. But yes, this is technically the route directly back to Vermilion City, as you can see from our map. The route that I actually want to take is a bit further up, so let's pull out the bike and head this way. We could also head south if we wanted to cut down to Fuchsia City, but ultimately, I think I just want to go this direction. For one thing, this is a relatively small route, and there's no new encounters to worry about, with the only patches of grass being sealed off by a cuttable tree. We don't even need Jerry for this because there's no new encounters. There are, however, more trainers. Because of course there are. Ooh, a Super Nerd. You probably got Magnemite or something? Yeah, I thought so. That's not a good job for Stark. But someone else can take care of that. Probably Inferno Star. There we go. But yeah, I think we're going to focus on Celadon first. Snorlax is blocking the route to something important, but I kind of want to do a lap around the other parts of the region first, because I feel like when we get to the area that he's blocking, we're going to be going kind of into full sprint mode towards the end. And there's 3 other places we can... Oh, for fuck's sake! Parafusion? Really, dude? Ah, we actually got past the confusion check, damn. Let's use full heal. What I'm trying to say, before this Magnemite distracted me, unfortunately, I think it is best that we do Pewter City later, because that is where the access point that Snorlax is blocking connects us to. We'll get there, it's just in due time. Plus, there's some pretty good stuff around here that I really want to show, and the only way to show that is to get past all these knuckleheads. Easy does it. Let's take care of the rest of these. Of course, there's more Magnemites. Well, this time you can't get ahead of me with using stupid parafusion strats. Burn, baby. The other reason why I admittedly want to do Celadon City next, Celadon's gym is going to get absolutely fucked by us. We're going to destroy them. Like, it's not going to be a contest. And it's going to be very funny when that happens. Hello again, Magnemite. You still don't scare me. Good night. I don't even know why I'm like talking smack about Magnemite. I genuinely like the Magnemite family, especially Magnezone, but I don't know, man. Pre-Gen 4, Magnemite was just kind of there for a lot of people, and I am included in that batch. It's like how Diglett becomes Dugtrio, just 3 heads. It's like, okay, what else can you do? I don't know. What else do we got? We got this guy. What are you? How does the magnet train work? With magnets, obviously. I feel like it's kind of in the name right there, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, for a super nerd, you're kind of stupid. Grimer. Well, maybe it's a good thing I kept Stark in front for this. Just slash it. Grimer, of course, special defense, not good defense. You're dead. I'm assuming you probably got second Grimer, if I had to guess. Oh, Mach! Okay, slightly better. Hi there. Die. Not bad. Harden, that's not that big of a deal. This is another Pokemon that I've never really considered using. I like the Magnemite family, but the Grimer family is a different matter of just... I don't know, man. It's just a pile of sludge. I just want to see the Magnet Train. Well, maybe another time, dude. I am not the person to talk about for that. Oh, right. Now I remember. The bikers. Yeah, there's 3 of these guys, and they're all blocking the way for you, so you kind of got to get past all of them. Let's switch around real fast. Artemis, you're the only one who's not level 44, so it's your turn. What else we got? We're the Kanto Pokemon Federation. Right on! Alright then. At least you seem confident. Haven't really seen bikers around until we got to Kanto, so that's fair. Biker Zeke sends out Coughing. Honestly, the name Zeke just reminds me of Zook from XD Gale of Darkness, which just makes me laugh every time, because God, I love Zook. So stupid looking. Fan Attack. Coughing would normally be a problem, but Fan Attack is special, so this is actually a very good time for Artemis to be in front. Good job. Second Coughing, you're dead. I suppose while we're doing this, one thing that is kind of important that I want to bring up. This is sort of an interesting thing on a technical side if you're into that with Pokemon. For those of you who are not up to date with this because this is an old-ass thing, because this is an old-ass game, Pokemon in most generations can be freely transferred upwards to later generations. This is an exception, however. Generation 2, you couldn't do something like that. And a lot of people weren't really sure why for a long time, and the reasoning is that they changed how Pokemon could grow and evolve over time. You see, until Generation 3, Pokemon could max out all of their stats, rather than just a select few of them. This guy's got a Flareon. Until the introduction of natures and abilities and such, which remolded how Pokemon can, like, maximize their stats, you could put a lot of effort values and such into everyone's stats and cap all of them out. It's kind of what led to a lot of stall tactics in competitive play for the second generation, but it was kind of a novel thing to just be able to transfer in general, because you could do that from Gen 1 to 2, but you could also go back and forth, assuming it was a Kanto Pokemon. But Gen 3 onwards, you could only transfer straight upwards and not backwards to the previous gen. So something like, say, I don't know, a Magmar, you could transfer up from Gens 3 to 4, but once it goes Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, it's not coming back. There we go. Forgive me. Nah, I don't think I will. But this is also technically with an asterisk because the 3DS version of Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, as well as Gen 1 with Red, Blue, and Yellow, all of them can be transferred to Pokemon Bank on 3DS. So if you have those versions, you have Pokemon Bank, you can use them. It's actually one of the only ways you can to properly transfer things across generations from 1 all the way to 9. Because you can't do it on authentic hardware anymore, because Gen 1 and 2 just are disconnected from the rest of the franchise, at least physically. But thanks to the power of digital re-releases, they can in fact do that. I'm still waiting for the day they just re-release these things on NSO. Like, easy money, dude, right there. $5 each, you'd be rich. That is, again, I think I've mentioned that I want them to do Gen 3 on NSO, and I don't care if they do a premium if they include the events and trading. It'll be a pain, but I'm pretty sure they could do it. They did it with the 3DS version, so why not? And they clearly know how to use GBA stuff, given that GBA NSO is real. Heck, we've gotten GameCube finally, which is nice. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Like a golden opportunity, and they're squandering it. But I suppose they're very good at doing that. 4 coughings, really, dude? Just hurry up, man. Out of here. Dead. Not big soup rise. My soup doesn't rise. And there we go. So sorry. There you go, much better. Now, as I said, there's not really any new encounters for us to worry about. However, oh, that door is locked. Can't go that way. I was gonna say that's another underground passageway we could take, but I guess we can't take that one. Have you been to Lavender Town? There's a tall radio tower there. Yes, I have. You don't have to go back there, though. Back in Saffron, let's just hop on this bike and easily glide our way past. Because we don't need to be here. We need to head west. I take my guard job seriously. Hey, you have a Pokédex. Okay, you can go through. Yeah, that's sort of a joke about how back in the first generation, you couldn't get through here unless you distracted the guards at each station. Because they were all very thirsty, and if you gave them a drink, they would let you pass. Route 7. This is where things are interesting. Because there's 2 new encounters, neither of which we can talk about in terms of actually being able to show them. Both of them are only available at night, regardless of which version of the game you have. Starting with the first one, we have Murkrow. Murkrow is short, sweet, and to the point. It's a dark flying type that is a glass cannon. Hits hard, moves pretty fast, dies pretty fast. Low health, low defenses. It is one of your only options to get a dark type, so if you really want one, this might be your best opportunity if you don't want to risk having a tank like Umbreon as your dark type. Hi, Snubble. Murkrow is not too bad in this game, but his stats will get outclassed in later gens, but thankfully he gets better later with the introduction of his evolution in Gen 4, Honchkrow, with the power of the Dusk Stone. Honchkrow is still a bit of a glass cannon, but he has much more health and aims more for a physical-oriented attack, while somehow actually being slower than Murkrow. I guess putting on a couple pounds like that will do that to you. He's a pretty solid Pokemon if you want to use a Honchkrow, but you're mostly locked to post-game if you want to use a bird like that in Heart Gold Soul Silver. The alternative is honestly a pretty solid recommendation from me, and that is Houndour. Karen used this thing, one of the Rocket executives used this thing. It's actually fairly solid. It focuses purely on being a ruthless attacker with high special attack, and Dark and Fire are both powerful special attacks in this generation. It does learn some really good moves like Flamethrower, Crunch, and even Fan Attack, but it is pretty late in the adventure, and this is the only route in the game that you can encounter a Houndour. Houndoom you will get extremely early if you do choose to use one, because its evolution is at level 17, or not 17, I'm looking at Spearow, 24. It's a very early evolution, and you will get some pretty beefy stats for your trouble, but it is very, very secluded. It's only in this route, so if you want one, wait until nighttime and try and catch it. My only warning is, Houndoom and Houndour struggle with very low physical defense, so if they go up against something like a fighting type or a rock, be careful. It's not got many big weaknesses, but that is a weakness that you should watch out for. And otherwise, we're in Celadon. Let's just hop off this bike real fast. Celadon is interesting in that this was the place in the first generation that you could actually obtain Eevee. Can't really do that anymore because, well, Bill handles that for Gen 2. But there's some good spots around here, including another department store and another game corner. If we just head into the back here, this is actually the department store of sorts, and we can just scale all the way up here to this secret little spot on the roof. How's it going? Let me recount a terrifying tale. Then again, it's not as scary while it's still light outside. Come back after sunset, okay? This guy will tell a story of sorts, but it only really works for him if you do it at night. You do get an item for your trouble, so it might be worth it to take a look at him. Let's just... Oh! Who's calling me? Ralph. Hi, it's Uncle Ralph. Listen, youch! Oh, sorry, you see, quillfish are biting like there's no tomorrow over here on Route 32. Aye, ouch! One jabbed me! Oh, there's some kind of feisty. You have to see this rare sight. Get ready to fish. You call your mom sometimes, too. I'll pass, bud. But yeah, there is an outbreak of quillfish going on, so if we wanted, we could go over and get some, which would be nice. No other items over here to worry about, so let's just loop around. Celadon is the first kind of big city in Gen 1 that you get to explore freely. Unless you choose to go to Fuchsia first, which is a possibility, I suppose. There's the Pokemon Center. There's this dude with what looks to be a Poliwag. Oh, it's a Poliwrath. I wonder if it'll ever evolve into a frog Pokemon. Well, yes and no. You get a toad for your troubles if you use that King's Rock. Want to know a secret? Celadon Mansion has a hidden back door. Oh, is that what this place is? I thought it was just a department store. Interesting. What do we got to talk about? My dear Pokemon keep me company, so I don't ever feel lonely. Meowth even brings money home. That is a sort of reference because Meowth's special ability, or special move I should say, is Payday, which increases the money you get after battles. Which is pretty neat. Is there anything else we can do around here? I don't believe... Oh. Someone's in the middle of composing an email. I hope you'll come visit Kanto. I think you'll be surprised at how much things have changed here. You'll also see many Pokemon that aren't native to Johto. To the producer. Ugh, they're actually talking to Satoshi Tajiri? That's cool. Unless I'm thinking of a different person. Who else we got? 4 guys in here. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokedex is tough, but don't give up. Yeah, you actually get to talk with the devs who have just hidden themselves in this mansion. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. Well, that's much appreciated. I do like some good sprite work like this. Aren't the twins adorable? Jasmine's pretty too. Oh, I love them. It's rare that we really get to see things like this anymore because with so many gens having come and gone, that it's a lot more people working on Pokemon, but it was a much smaller team back then, so this kind of thing was commonplace to do. Who, me? I'm the programmer. Play the slot machines. No. I really don't want to. I'm good. I know some people like doing the slots. I'm not a fan. High places. I do love them so. That's it. The only thing that loves high heights as much as me is smoke. Fair enough, I guess. But of course, the real highlight we're interested in around here is twofold. 1, Celadon Gym, and 2, the Game Corner. The Game Corner is actually important for us. Originally, in Gen 1, it housed a secret hiding spot for Team Rocket. It is gone, thankfully, but the Game Corner is still here. Hey, champ at the making! Aren't you playing the slots too? I'm trying to get enough coins for a prize Pokemon, but I don't have enough coins yet. Once again, still some pretty decent prizes around here. You can still buy a lot of damn coins, so if you really want to, you could. Welcome! You may exchange your game coins for fabulous prizes next door. Well, then why do you exist, lady? The original rule of the first generation was there was a poster with a hidden button behind it. Hey, underneath this poster, there's nothing! But they finally took care of that little problem and got rid of that. Thank goodness. But over here, there's something kind of important for us. I wanted Porygon, but I was short by 100 coins. Was that right? Welcome! We exchange your coins for fabulous prizes. Which prize would you like? TM32, TM29, and TM15. Ooh. These are relatively alright. I forget what the top TM is. I need to put that on screen real fast. But one of these is Psychic, and the other is Hyper Beam. Pretty powerful moves if you really want them, and you already used your Psychic TM on something. Hyper Beam, of course, very powerful normal type move, but you have to recharge, and Psychic is Psychic, so pretty great. But the thing that's interesting is this. Exchange your game points for fabulous prizes, 3 separate Pokemon that we have not been able to obtain before. Pikachu, Porygon, Larvitar. All 3 of them are tempting, but we can encounter Pikachu and Larvitar at later points of the adventure, so I'm not going to go over them. Porygon, however, the seizure-inducing Pokemon himself, is only available in the Game Corner. A rare, one-of-a-kind Pokemon that is artificially made. Is it his fault that we had that seizure incident in Japan? No, not really. It's technically Pikachu's, but that's enough about that for another day. Porygon is weird. That is normal. He's kind of meant to be a junk rare Pokemon that exists purely to fill up the decks, but it's not that big of a concern. However, this game was smart enough to give him an evolution with Porygon 2 in the form of that upgrade that we obtained back in Saffron. Trade him while he's holding that thing, and he'll evolve into a much smoother, much better version of himself with pretty decent defenses and a powerful special attack stat. He's actually fairly reliable, and he even gets better in Generation 4, giving him a second evolution with the dubious disc, unfortunately corrupting him into the almighty Porygon Z, which gets even stronger special attack stats in exchange for not being as much of a tank. Porygon 2 is actually still relatively useful post-Generation 4, thanks to the addition of items like the Eviolite, which increase the defenses of non-fully evolved Pokemon. Meaning, Porygon 2 is really good at tanking hits because its already good defenses are doubled. That's really good, and if you really want to do something like that, you can do worse. Porygon 2 is perfectly passable, so if you want to use it, by all means. Just make sure you got a friend to trade with. But that being said, Celadon Gym is over here. And the only way you can access it is with Cut. This was a thing in the first generation, and unfortunately, it is not a thing that they got rid of in the second generation. So if you really want to fix this, you got to take care of that. Any sort of hidden items around here? Doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. Well, since we're here, might as well just do a bit of wandering around town, because we still got some people to talk to. They're holding an eating contest at the restaurant. Just watching them go at it makes me feel bloated. Oh, really now? Oh, right, this place. Hi. We're holding an eat-a-thon contest. We can't serve you right now, sorry. I can keep eating. More, chef. Yeah, these guys are just kind of going at it. Funnily enough, if I remember this correctly, Hard Gold, Soul Silver, this exact place also has Maylene from Diamond Pearl Platinum, who is absolutely scarfing things down and no one else can compete with her. I suppose that comes with the perks of being a good fighting type gym leader. Goldenrod is best food, huh? Yeah, that's probably fair. Eat-a-thon contest, no time limit. A battle without end. The biggest muncher gets it all for free. Damn. There you are! I knew this was in here somewhere. The leftovers. Leftovers is a very powerful item that you might want to consider if you have a good tank on your team. What does it do? Restores your health every turn. All of our team members have an item already. That being said, I think I'm going to put this on Artemis, to be honest with you. Because while he has the black glasses, which make his dark attack stronger, this benefits his tankiness a lot more. It's a very good item, especially if you have a tank, and I highly recommend that you grab that while you can, because you never know when you might need something like that. There's also some water over here that we can just casually cross to meet this old man. Grimer been appearing lately. Seeing that pond out front of the house? Grimer live right there now. Where'd they come from? This is a serious problem. Yeah, this place used to be an actual, like, pond of sorts, but, well, if you swim around in it too much, you might run into a wild Grimer. At least you're supposed to. Hello? I guess I'm too pure for them. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that used to be a place where you could encounter water types, but now it's just infested with Grimers. There is a lot of stuff to do in the city, but I don't really recommend you check out too much because not everything is going to be useful for you. But there's some decent stuff around. Hell, this is the department store that I was talking about. Let's see, what do we got? Service counter, trainer's market, TM shop, wise man gifts, drugstore, and the rooftop square. Well, TM stop is always a good spot, so let's see what we can find this time. More traders right there, but let's see. How may I serve you? Let's find out. Power varies with the Pokemon. That might be a hidden power TM. Ooh, Sunny Day. Foil's attack that turn may fail. That's Protect, Rain Dance, and Sandstorm, I believe. Some decent enough weather-based moves. And, oh wait, no. The top one might be Return is what I'm thinking of. Some decent enough moves. Not amazing, but not terrible. And you are... Okay, you're just the, like, Pokemon Essentials. Pokédoll. And Snail Mail. Not great. Drugstore, of course, if this is what I think it is, can let you buy items and or vitamins. Well, it looks like just items from this guy. Maybe this guy's got the vitamins. Yes, he does. That's your spot to go to if you want to pick up stuff like that. Anything else of note, or just gonna straight to the rooftop garden? Well, this is a soda pop shop, looks like. Yeah, you can pick up everyone's favorite $350 lemonade. Whether or not you want that, you be the master of your own destiny at that point, dude. But yeah, there's a good amount of stuff you can grab while you're here. Including that Porygon if you're really crazy about it. Personally, I'm not going to grab it because if I am going to spend anything for the game corner, it's going to be something else. You can also pick up some decent enough items, but nothing super spectacular. Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls. Well, at least all three types of balls are here. That's nice. And let's get out of here. Ultimately, we could choose to just go on ahead and continue to another route, because there is a cycling road to the left of us, which would be a good spot to encounter some other wild Pokemon. But I don't think we're going to do that. Instead, I'm going to grab Jerry, and I think cut down that tree and scope out the gym. So let's just take a look real fast. Well, hang on, there's two guys here. Team Rocket's hideout is in the basement of the game corner. Oh, wait, that was 3 years ago. Yeah, I was about to say, dude, no way. Oh, it's Yassine! Hi! I'm back visiting my hometown. It's been quite a while. Kyle, have you heard? There have been fresh rumors of a rainbow-colored Pokemon appearing at Tin Tower. I've just had my party healed, so now I'm heading to Ekritique. I'll be seeing you, Kyle. Well, it's good to see you, Yassine. It's been a while. I actually completely forgot he was in this area. Yeah, we gotta drop someone off for this, so... Admittedly, as weird as it is, we're dropping Current off. For one reason and one reason only, Current is not going to be helpful at all for the next gym, because the next gym is Grass. Jerry, you're coming with me. Yeah, out of all of our team, 4 out of our 6 members are really good at dealing with Grass. Current is the only one that isn't good at all, and Artemis is just kind of there. So we're going to clean house, more or less. Let's just walk down a little bit. And shop this tree. Nice. Just head on over, and oh great, the pervert's back. I forgot about this. This gym is great! Only girls are allowed here! Oh yeah, that plot point in the anime. Oh god, if you know, you know. Celadon City Pokemon Gym, leader Erica, the nature-loving princess. Oh right, Champ of the Making guy isn't here because he's a guy. I forgot about that. I forgot that is actually completely true. Shoot. Well, he would give us the rundown, but yeah, Erica's gym is purely grass type, so if you have anything that can deal with that, you're gonna have an easy time with this, I promise you. But I think we're gonna stop here. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we're gonna absolutely wreck Erica's gym, and then we're gonna head west to Cycling Road and see if we can head ourselves downwards towards Fuchsia City. Till next time, ice out.